coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed... arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Going for it all. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Bringing the heat. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. methodical and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the comeback. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force.
From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. Turning it on!
Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Lemon. On the move is the 30. Open field on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. The AT unit on the field.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the ground, it's McCoby. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Has to get there to move the sticks. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Touchdown, Purdue! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Sanders. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying the left side. Spins away from 1. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some play.
There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Boilermakers line it up with a first and goal. From the gun. Lets it fly. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give to the tailback. Back's going for the goal line. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give on the counter. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Pulls it in. It's Lane. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Purdue! And the stomping has commenced.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Mayaba. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Crockett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Ross. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking for room. It's Sanders. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible, because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Here comes the 2-point try. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Wide open space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. How about this? These guys are going for 2. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
31, USC, 19.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can turning it on. Touchdown, Trojans. And the comeback is on.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 23 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the missed connection on third down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got a man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. What a grab with one hand.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You could practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
He'll field the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Right back to the well. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Red pass hits complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment...
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to...
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
23, Purdue, 31.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Winning can become